first I want to talk about with the Final Testament. Obviously, you had the Wyatt Six return. We
Yeah.
haven't seen them in weeks. Again, I
No
don't want to get
buzz,
into
bro.
I don't
Like,
want to get into another long tangent, but it seems like they've dropped the ball. And it's such a disappointment with me because I was so excited when they came back. I mean, dude, you talk about an all-time Raw when
yeah.
they had the
Yep.
introduction with
Yep.
the
Yep.
behind the
Yep.
scenes stuff, and you had Gable with the freaking
Yep.
blood pouring out of
Yep.
his head. All time, man. One of the best backstage, whatever you want to call it, promo segments
Yep.
of all time, bro. And they freaking fumbled them so hard. They
Why
don't
would
even
you
show
say
up
they
on
fumbled it? Like,
PLEs
I mean, we haven't seen much. We don't
because
know what's planned. So
here's
why would you
why.
say they fumbled it?
Here's why I say they fumbled it. You had week after week after week of the same exact thing. You had the tapes. Cool. I like the tapes. I like the vignette. But not when you do it 4 weeks in a row. It gets played out, man. You got to
Yeah.
realize, like, if there's no payoff after something,
Mm-hmm.
or like people were expecting them to come at Money in the Bank and cost Gable, right? Never even happened. Like, there's just seems like there hasn't been a payoff yet. They had one match so far. Match was lackluster. I didn't think it was something cool. But here's the reason why I think that too. That match itself was a competitive match. How are you going to have this faction that is supposed to be this violent,
Mm-hmm.
dark, terrible
Almost
force,
lose to
and
American
you
Navy.
have them almost lose, bro? Are you kidding me? What are you doing, man? It's like there hasn't been a single payoff. Then they were gone for weeks. Now they're back and they're doing the same thing with a different group now. I want something impactful. Like I would prefer, if I'm being honest, this may be a
They
terrible
need to
take.
turn heel, bro.
I would like something to even maybe just freaking have Uncle Howdy alone for a couple weeks doing
Mm-hmm.
something like backstage or something. I don't know.
I
I don't
think I
know.
think I think what the Wyatt Six need, bro, is a heel turn. Like already, bro. Like I mean, what they gonna keep beating up bad factions? Like we don't have many. We don't have
Technically,
many.
are
We
they?
don't
They
have
don't
many
even.
more after they get done with.
he-
And then you're putting the Final Testament in a situation where we know they're gonna lose yet again. It's
Yeah,
almost like things are just getting too predictable.
yeah.
And then you got to think also though, man. It's not like we put. And I don't want to sound disrespectful at all, but like if we gonna talk, we gonna just keep it a buck, right? It's not like they put a team together of well-known superstars before they got like if we're being honest, Nikki Cross is probably the most like decorated as far as like maybe her and Eric Rowan, as far as like holding titles and just
Yeah.
having a big impact when they wasn't part of the Wyatt Six. I mean, what Bo Dallas? I think Bo Dallas was the NXT champion.
I
He
believe,
had
man.
he had the tag titles. He
I
had
believe.
Holy bro. He had the tag titles with
Curtis
Kurt
Axel.
Axel.
Curtis
So
Axel.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, other than that, what did Dexter Lumis do? He didn't do much.
I know.
So
I
it's
know.
like Joe Gacy could have been something good in NXT. They dropped the ball on Joe Gacy and his character, bro. Like he could have been on some Bray Wyatt type vibes. Like I thought that was the route that they were gonna go with Joe Gacy. So I feel like
I don't.
he fits into that, bro. But I feel like every superstar that they got in here, they dropped the ball with, other than Eric Rowan, because he was part of the original Wyatt. He was part of the original Wyatt family, and he had tag goal with Luke Harper. So he's successful. But
Yeah.
everybody else, bro, is just like, who are these guys?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't necessarily not like the group, right? Like, I like the group as a whole. I'm just saying what they've done with the group. Like, the character arcs and some of the vignettes were awesome, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just what they've done with it so far. It doesn't seem like there has been any payoff. And, like some of the stuff you can kind of predict, right? Like, when you talk about the bloodline, you can kind of see the map and the layout, and you get excited for it. We have no idea what the heck is going to happen with the Wyatt Six because
Mm-hmm.
it's been the same thing after week after week after week.
Yeah,
Sure,
and it's
now
like
they
we don't know what's at the end of the tunnel. Like
exactly,
what's the goal? Like, and I'm
and
gonna be
it's not a
honest with you,
bad
bro.
thing.
I don't
That
even
hey,
watch the
that's
vignettes, bro. I don't even watch the vignettes.
Yeah, see,
because
that's what I'm saying.
it's just like I
You're
don't like
you're
it's the
telling me
same stuff, you know.
you're asking me why it was a fumble? That's why it was a fumble, because people are losing interest, right? Like, let's just be honest. I think you're losing interest when you're just seeing vignettes and you're not really seeing, like, again, a payoff. Like, do something in the ring, do something cool, man.
Like, what would
Bring
you
s
like to see right now at this very point? WWE just signed you, and your job is to take the Wyatt Six to the next level. What are you doing? What's the first move you're doing, bro?
First off, maybe it has to go to Netflix, right? In order for what I want to
Mhm.
happen, I want them to be this sadistic, violent group. I'm not talking about having regular matches, like they had a simple, regular match. I'm talking like we need some, you know, no holds barred type action where
Mhm.
like you're actually cracking people with some steel chairs and you're
Yeah.
doing some stuff that's like violent, or have more backstage stuff that seems like real. Like, dude, it just, like, brings me back to that opening debut. That whole shot from him walking and seeing all the people laid out and stuff, it was shot and done fantastically.
Yeah.
I want that stuff to be portrayed in the ring in some of the matches.
Mhm.
So, that's what I think that they need, right? I mean,
So you want them to add like more supernatural things to
no,
these
no, no, no.
characters?
Not necessarily supernatural stuff, but just, like, more bro, we still haven't had, like, a, Uncle Howdy promo in the ring.
Yeah, true. Like
You
we
know what I
need
mean?
like more like less vignettes and more,
In ring stuff.
more
Yeah.
action, more magic. Like
Yes.
yeah, bro. Like they really, but also though, bro. Like who and what can they do? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they gonna go around beating up Braun Breaker? Nah, they can't. I feel like WWE puts their backs against the wall with too many characters. Oh, just how I said with like the bloodline. Oh, we
Yeah.
can't have Jacob lose. But
Yeah.
then Solo is supposedly the tribal chief, but this man is constantly getting pinned. When
Yeah.
Roman Reigns was a tribal chief, the guy did not get pinned but once,
Yeah.
maybe twice. Twice he
I
got
know.
pinned.
And I ain't saying it, whatever I think is gonna happen would be perfect. It's just I would like to see something more and maybe, like, more of just a payoff out of the group. That's pretty much it.